And happy Thursday morning. Good morning. Broadcasting live right here from the Washington County Fair in the gazebo. A beautiful morning. I do have my co-host and my guest this morning wearing two hats. We have the all-famous Jason Pepmeier. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Becky. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, happy Thursday.
Yes, hard to believe. It's Fair Week's just flying right by.
I know. What a beautiful morning, right?
For sure. Perfect weather.
Right. And I want to thank our sponsors this morning, Walmart, Meadowview Healthcare Center, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Kentuckiana Cat and Core, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Dr. Blackside Associates, Ace Hardware of Salem, Groby's, Indiana Farm Bureau, and Day Company Realtors. And we want to thank them for sponsoring Coffee Club every morning. We're happy to have them with us and also coming up to the fair with us. But Jason, this weather has been, would you call it a chamber of commerce?
It's been perfect. It's been perfect. I was up at we worked our fair booth last night, and the amount of people here and the weather that everybody was enjoying themselves quite a bit. So it was a fun night. Good to see people out. Good to see people enjoying the fair, and it's good to see the kids back out as well.
Right, and we're going to talk about Indiana Farm Bureau. Yeah. Where is your booth at, actually?
We are in commercial building, I think number 2, right at the very end. Our Incorporated, who is the Washington County Farm Bureau Incorporated, kind of sets up the booth and takes care of all of it. And the insurance side comes in usually on Wednesday nights, which is what we did last night. And we all came up and manned the booth and met a lot of our clients, a lot of people in the community. So it was a good night, giving away some good stuff. And we're giving away farmers market gift certificates, and we're also giving away gas cards. Everybody can use free gas the way gas is these days.
The price of gas, absolutely. Well, that was my next question was, what are you giving away? It's so funny, when you talk about a booth and everybody wants to know, what are you giving away? What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, those are two very good items. And of course, the farmers market, we love the farmers market. And of course, we encourage everyone right now. Of course, this is the time to really, hit the fresh produce and from the garden to the table. You can't beat that.
Can't beat that.
The health and
helps the farmers, and it helps. We're giving away 2 $25 gift certificates per night, and then the gas cards is a weekly drawing. We're giving away 3 $50 gas cards. So so we give away a lot and try to give back as much as we can to the community, and the kids and parents put a lot of time up here, so we try to be involved as much as we can.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, and of course, insurance is, we know that is, a lot going on with insurance. And of course, tell us a little bit more of some of your coverages that you do, Jason.
Yeah, we're a multi-line company. We home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance, farm insurance is one of our big things as well. So we are a mono-line company. We just write on Farm Bureau paper, Farm Bureau policies for the most part. We do have a different route we can go on stuff that Farm Bureau can't do or doesn't meet our underwriting guidelines. But for the most part, all of our policies are Farm Bureau policies, and we do a lot of property and casualty insurance in the community, and been around for a long, long time. So we're excited to be a part of the community, excited to be part of the fair. Indiana Farm Bureau has an office in every county. So we something that our management has always been high on is having an office in every county and always being accessible for clients, whether you're here in Washington County or Clark or Lawrence or up north near Indy, wherever, you're always going to find a Farm Bureau office. So we're a strong company. We're doing well, and I've been in Washington County for a long, long time. So we have 3 agents here in Washington County, myself, Melissa Mead, and Dean Coleman. We all work out of the office on Jackson Street, and then we all have our own marketing associates that help us. Mine is Shelly Deaton, who's been up there pushing 30 years.
And she's only 31.
Yeah, she's only 31. She's been there a long time. Tammy Souter, who's been there just a little bit less than Shelly has, and then Michelle Ford. Michelle is up there as well. So we've got a full crew, and our adjusters are all local, and we try to deal with a lot of local people, and you don't have to worry about calling an 800 number. You just call our local office, and we'll take care of you. So it's a good place to work, and very proud to be a part of the Farm Bureau family. Yep.
Right. Thank goodness we've not had any big disasters.
Yes,
right?
For sure. The weather's been good.
Yeah.
Had one client had a little fire the other day, but it ended up not being too awful bad. But you hear fire and you think the worst.
Oh, absolutely. Sure.
Weather's been good, which is good for insurance companies, and but you never know. You never know when that might change. That could change in a hurry.
Exactly
so
right.
yeah.
Right. Well, you never say never. Right?
Never say never. Never say
Exactly
never.
right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back, Jason, because we have actually talked to you on the radio since COVID.
Yeah.
Did it affect you in any shape or form?
It did. Farm Bureau obviously took it very serious, like everybody else did. We closed our lobby for several months. Matter of fact, we just went back to normal about a week ago. We just put our waiting room area furniture back out and unlocked the doors several months ago. We were there, but the doors weren't open, so customers had to wait on us to let them in, so to speak. But no, it's we're a very conservative company, and we did all the COVID protocols and tried to protect our clients and our employees. But yeah, for the most part, it was there, but we went on business as normal as much as we could. So, but no, it's hopefully that's kind of in the rearview mirror, Becky. I'm tired of all that. So
I think we are kissing goodbye.
Yes.
I said, Cotton Eye Joe, where'd you come from? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Get on out of here.
Yeah. So it was a scary time and different for everybody, but we got through it, and hopefully don't take things for granted like maybe we used to. You think going out and doing whatever you want is part of our freedom, but boy, it really last year has been trying for sure.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, and that's something that, I think we've all learned many lessons, and I hope though, Jason, that some of these we hold on to.
Yeah.
I think that just maybe slowing down a little, more family time. And I know you're a family man, and I know that that's very important. And I think sometimes though when you are in business, you get so busy, sometimes you just need that little bit of a pause or a slowing down, and that kind of brought it to us, gave it to us.
It did. It gave us an excuse to kind of stay home with our family and kind of recharge a little bit. And it's just something that we all need to work and go work and support the community. But that slow down period was okay to kind of figure out that maybe that's not too bad to slow down every now and then. So yeah.
Well, I know you're very personal with your clients and the people that trust you,
right?
Because if they're trusting you to be their agent, then it's a relationship.
It is.
And you almost become like a family together.
You do. You do, because it's I've always taken it personal to take care of our clients, my clients, and it becomes your family, because nobody wants to pay insurance, nobody wants to pay those premiums every month, but when something happens, you want to make sure you know who you're dealing with, and make sure it's somebody that you can call and cell phone or office or Facebook Messenger or whatever it is. People know how to get a hold of us, and but no, it's personable, and I know premium is a big deal to a lot of people. It's a big deal to everyone, the bottom line, and trying to save as much as you can. But a lot of times the insurance part of it is you just want to make sure the agent's there to take care of you when you need it, and something bad happens that you need to kind of be put back the way you were. So we try to hang our hat on the claim side and hang our hat on being local, and agents that are involved in the community and involved in clients know us, and we take care of them. So.
So was it hard during COVID though, trying to keep that relationship with your clients and trying to keep,
It was more phone calls and email and Facebook Messenger than we've ever done before. Because we people like to come in and talk to us. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people like to come in and talk to you face to face. People you've been dealing with for years, but it did make it different. It made it a little bit difficult, but we handled it and we came out of it and seem to be doing pretty well.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, and I think everybody would much rather talk to a person than a machine and be put on hold and hit this button, after you've been on any event, whatever you're doing, and so it does make it more personal when you can actually. Do you find too that sometimes people are not for sure what all they're insured for, or maybe is that something that you really take pride in being able to explain what would be good for you or what you should do and give suggestions? We try
to do reviews with our clients at least every couple of years to try to update their files, and it's pretty amazing the people that just pay their bill every month or every year and really don't know what they've got. So we do try to get on a personal level and review their policies, whether with us or with somebody else. And but yeah, it's something that we want to make sure people are covered properly in the time of loss, and that's something that we do pride ourselves on. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of tedious stuff going through every line of these policies, but you got to do it to make sure people either are underinsured and you want to up them, or maybe they're overinsured and you can save them a little bit of money. So yeah, it's something we pride ourselves on to try to make sure people are covered the right way.
Right. And has insurance changed? I mean, because you've been doing it a few years. How many years?
I'm coming up on 12 years with Farm Bureau. It's hard to believe, but
awesome, though,
I always remember, because that's when we built our new building out there on Jackson Street. I started building. I started right then, and so be 12 years in September for me. So it's changing every day, Becky. It's a lot of technology. A lot of people like to get online and do it themselves and maybe save a few dollars here and there. But we're lucky being in a rural community, and Farm Bureau is so strong in the rural communities. a lot of our customers are loyal and they like to, they want us to deal with the changes. They want us to take care of them. And it's just something they don't want to have to worry about. So, Farm Bureau didn't used to be as up on the technology side of it as we are now. But we're coming along. We're doing a lot of good stuff on the technology side and offering more discounts and just trying to keep people's premiums down as much as we can. And a lot of people come in and they're like, I don't want to mess with the computer. I don't want to mess with my phone, my email, and all that. But there's a good portion of people that are getting more comfortable with that. So that's becoming a bigger part of our business. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And of course the title Farm Bureau. So like, did the company start, like, was it catered to farmers or how was it?
I think it was. I don't know the exact details, but it's been around pretty close to 100 years. We've been around for a long time. And like I said, at least one office in every county, if not more than one office. And a lot of people, think that we just deal with farmers. I think that crosses people's minds, but we deal with brand new, young adults or teenagers or somebody needing a car insurance policy or whatever it is. It's not just farmers by any means, but we do deal with a lot of farmers around the area. So we pride ourselves on that as well. And not much we can't do for people. So if they're in the insurance market, we can definitely help them out with a quote, and it's no obligation, obviously. And we take care of a lot of people in the area. We really do.
Right. Well, I'm gonna do a commercial for you because I can't remember it. I don't think it was the flood, but we had a disaster in our community. And I remember everybody talking about their insurance and people were wanting checks. And I remember all of your clients were like, well, Jason sent my check. I have my check. Jason sent my check. And I heard more Jason. Well, Jason did. Jason took and I think right out, actually that day or that night, we got a call from Jason and he said that the check will be, it's like.
Try to take care of people. Take care of people. Yeah.
Jason. Yeah. So that's pretty awesome.
It is.
And, does that make you feel good?
It does. It makes me feel good to be able to take care of people. And that's what if you're going to be in this business, you got to be a people person. You got to be able to treat them like family, like you said. And not everybody's always happy with me, Becky, but I appreciate the commercial.
Oh, yeah.
No, we try to be there for clients, and our adjusters are amazing. Our adjusters do a great job of paying out the claims and doing things for clients. And it's a team atmosphere, and we got a lot of good people who work for our company. We really do.
Right. Yep. Well, when you have something happen, let's say, a fire, a tornado, we've had this, flooding, we've had, different disasters, which, and the families are so devastated. And of course, our community is such a tight community that when one hurts, we all hurt.
That's right.
And, it's hard to, if they don't have that coverage or somehow, and of course in their mind, they're trying to figure out where do we go from here, and so many sad things, and just trying to also, maybe memories, maybe treasures that they've lost. And of course, every one of us, from what you do to what I do, we all love what we do and very passionate about it. And, when something like that happens, it's a huge blessing when there's that ray of hope, that agent, when you're on the phone saying, hey, you've got coverage for this, we're going to rebuild, or you can rebuild, or we can, you're going to, that positive. And that's something that you probably feel, so happy to make those calls.
Yeah,
or to come out to their place.
Yeah, just to be able to be there for them and help them relax a little bit as they're going through the time of need. And we try to make contact as soon as we can. And listen, there's a lot of good local company, a lot of good local agents here. Not just our company, but we do pride ourselves on helping people and being there for them in a time of need. And like I said, nobody likes paying those premiums, but when something happens, you want to take care of them. Absolutely. Yep.
When we were little, of course, growing up, our family, I didn't understand insurance. When you're little. I'm talking a little bitty. I learned at an early age, but the game of life.
Yeah.
You learn, if you ever play the game of life, do you take the insurance or do you not take the insurance? Right. Well, I chose not to take the insurance. Or learned at an early age. Yeah. Take the insurance.
Take the insurance. Take the insurance. Get the policy, whether it's a small life insurance policy or definitely your auto insurance. You got to have that. You're supposed to have that to drive. So take the insurance, and I think it's something you need to do to be responsible and be there, in time of an accident or have that reassurance that you're going to be covered if something does happen. Right. Not only for yourself, but for other people as well. So,
Right. Well, I appreciate you. I'm really drilling these questions at you.
No, you're fine. Yeah, you didn't even
But it's
prepare me,
fun,
Becky.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
No,
I
I'm
know you.
kidding.
Yeah, it was an exam, and it was a pop-up quiz, and you
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
getting an A+. But last night at the fair, I know you said you got to work the booth
I
and
did.
see everybody, and
Mhm.
how wonderful.
It was a great crowd, and I got here a little early. I got a little mixed up on what time the building's open, but it was fine to come up here and eat something, and then you just sit around and talk to people, which is it's so this year especially just refreshing because we didn't get to do it last year, and seeing the people out. I couldn't believe the crowd by the time we left last night. It was the rides were packed, the funnel cake line was packed. It was a lot of fun. It really was. It was good to
saw
see.
me in that line. Hey, Becky.
I was going to get one, but it was like a mile long, so I decided to go a different route. So, but no, it's the fair food and the animals and the kids. It's just good to see. It really is.
Yeah.
Yep.
What fair food did you get?
I went to the ribeye. I had my son and I, Brody and I, had a ribeye.
Well played.
His girlfriend Addie, and we all had a ribeye, and the cattleman did an excellent job with those, and then picked up a little ice cream on the way home. And so yeah, you got to hit it all, Becky. You got to try it all.
Absolutely. You have to pace yourself, Jason.
Yes.
I mean, on Monday I gave a big lesson to all of our viewers. Pace yourself because it can be a wild week trying to get everything in. But I had one of my daughters that went to the Westview church and had the lasagna.
I heard it was amazing.
Oh, and the green beans, and she got some veggies. Those are the first veggies we've seen all week.
Yeah, exactly.
And then of course they have this bread, Jason, that's beyond. But then the cattlemen, went down there, and they had beautiful food. Yeah, the cattlemen, and these are things that you will not get any other time.
No, exactly.
So you really have to take advantage of that. Of course, the fish, the Lions Club's fish, and of course they have the tenderloin from the elephant ear to the funnel cake. But
just a lot of good stuff.
Big bags of cotton candy I've seen.
For sure.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite fair food? Like
probably a funnel cake if I can cut in line. It was. I saw someone on Facebook the other night talking about people cutting in line, and obviously that irritates the heck out of me. But I was ready to cut in that funnel cake line last night and get to the front, but thought that wouldn't be a good idea. So
I think people take that line very seriously.
Yes, they do. That wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, at Disney you get kicked out, and I think we need to have that policy. You know what I mean? Because when you're in that line, but the funnel cakes to the elephant ears to the and of course the Lions Club's got the bingo going, and how fun is that?
It's just been a fun week. I know it flies by, and the kids have been showing their animals and.
How's everybody done with that?
Everybody's done real well from what I've heard. I haven't been able to go to any of the shows. We had the pig show maybe yesterday, and I was looking at the schedule for today. We've got the cattle show at 9 o'clock this morning and the goat show at 10 o'clock. So got some more stuff going on today. So busy time.
And we had a baby born at the fair.
You did?
No. I'm a
Not
baby.
You, Greg.
Yeah, I just had a baby. No, I'm not that good, Jason. I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, the goat.
You guys did just have a new grandbaby.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Got another one coming in July. So bring them on. Yay for life, right?
How many is that?
Well, it'll be 11 in July. Wow. So I know. More fingers than I have, so I got to start counting toes. And the thing that my husband and Greg's more worried about is, of course, Christmas. Trying to figure out Christmas. How do you have enough room for the tree under the tree? Right?
Buy gifts every as you go on, so you don't get hit at all at one time.
Jason, absolutely, I'm a wise woman on that. I sure do. You have to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But going back to the fun activities and stuff, and I got up here yesterday for Kids Day.
Yeah.
And it was packed. It was wonderful. Right here where we're sitting had the all famous. It's the safari where they bring different animals. And Jason, they brought this little fox, and it was not from around here. It wasn't Australia, but I can't remember where it was from. But Africa. It was a little fox, and you would want one because it was cute as a button. And I know Candy would want one. Okay,
yeah, for sure.
Candace would want one for sure. And it was a little fox, cute as a button. But they did say the downfall. Of course, there's always, even though it's cute, it likes to mark its territory. So you have to be prepared if you bring it a house, house pet. But they had an owl, and then they had a bunny rabbit. But all the kids got to see these animals. And those are things, Jason, that are bringing to our community, to our children, that they would never see anywhere else.
Right, exactly.
It
gives them more of a view of these animals are just, they take good care of them. They take pride in what they're doing. The showmanship awards I know are big time important to the kids, and it just teaches them responsibility too. You know, it really does. It teaches them responsibility. I just think I wasn't a part of 4-H growing up. I was more into and I know a lot of kids do 4-H and athletics, but I was more on the sports side. But being in this business now for as long as I have, the 4-H is such a great thing for the kids. It teaches them responsibility, and there's so many good things that come out of that program that we're lucky to be a part of it. And it's just fun to watch the kids grow up and go through 4-H, and you see how important it is to them, because when they're done, they're real sad. They can't be a part of it anymore. So it's a great program, and just a lot of good kids come out of our 4-H program. That's for sure.
Well, and I think, what's wonderful and unique about our fair is the part you are strong on is the merchant, and that's what our fair makes up so many different, it makes up the whole county. You have your nonprofits, you have your commercial, your, and your merchants, you have your 4-Hers, and we're all together, blending, bringing everybody together, like the mothership right here for everybody to come together, and of course, also, the 4-Hers can learn about our merchants and how important it is for us too in business, to be a part, and how we all work together,
Yep, we sure do. And it's just part of our community coming together. And that's what I love about Salem and Washington County, and just being a part of the rural community. And you see, like our girls basketball team a couple years ago, you see the community get behind these teams or behind the 4-H kids. And West Washington had such a great year this year, athletic-wise, football, basketball, baseball, and everything. And it's great to see different parts of the community get behind these kids. And it's important. I mean, it's important to our community to get behind them and support them. And the kids, I know the kids appreciate it. I'm doing a little coaching these days. I know the kids appreciate when people come out to support them. I mean, it's a great thing. So, yeah.
Sure. And that makes you feel good.
It does.
For
it
sure.
does, yeah.
And then also, then of course on Saturday will be the big auction.
Yes.
And that's when, of course, the merchants and everybody, the businesses all come out and show extra support to the 4-Hers and buy the animals. I think I saw one time a chicken go for like almost $700. I thought, boy, I don't know how you'd break that down in one chicken, the price. But that's just, because they were supporting the 4-H.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of businesses come out, have been doing it for years, and Farm Bureau's part of that. And we, a lot of great people come out and help these kids, and the kids, where the kids make a lot of their money. And they on that auction's a big deal, and they can reinvest it back into their next animal or whatever it might be. So so it's a great thing for the kids for sure. Yep.
And and something that I love to do is, like you said, come up and and go through the different barns and see the pigs, the cattles, the goats. I mean, and just to see, and there was a baby born, so you've got to stop by and see those babies.
There was it a goat? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was
baby
a little goat.
Okay.
Yeah, but it'd be a kid.
Oh yes, there you go. Sorry about that. Yes, you got that all figured, the lingo figured out. Yeah,
and it wasn't me that had that. Okay, let's just clarify that. I know there'll be somebody say, "Did you have a child?" No, I did not. Okay, you'll have my husband fainting. You talking, the fainting goats? My husband will be fainting.
Fainting Greg. There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, he told me no more. Okay. But anyway, so I mean, you have that aspect, and then you come up and you go through the different businesses to the booths and talk with that, and get your name in different drawings, and of course, I know our Salem School Corporation has got a wonderful booth too, and what's fun is they've even got the plans and the ideas of some of the different, for the remodeling the safe rooms that'll be coming. Anybody that would like to stop by and see those and kind of see, because some of the things that are going on.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Go right ahead.
The Salem booth, the school booth's right across from the Farm Bureau booth, and saw a lot of people in and out of there last night, and a lot of teachers that are there, and I know teachers are probably enjoying their summer. They had a trying year, Becky. Boy, I'm telling you, I talked to a lot of teachers. This has been the toughest year they've had, and the virtual stuff, and the kids, just having to do things different, and we're all kind of dealing with it a little bit. But I think the teachers are happy to be at summer break. Let's put it that way.
Well, and they're well deserved. And
absolutely.
I told, everyone that I've talked to, I said, please take your time and just, just almost just do nothing, if whatever you want to do. But, because they've had such a, and everybody needs that break, and they deserve it. And of course, you talk about having to be ready to change at any given time, because, and on your toes and be creative. I mean, this is, a year that and you didn't know I mean, every day at, at 3:15 when, the bell rings or whatever, when you're done, you don't know if you're going to have it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
you never knew. It was the unknown was always,
it was just crazy. I know Salem was late to graduate, and they got off to a late start because of the COVID
Yes.
and everything but got the kids through and just a big time feather in the cap to our teachers and all the corporations. It's definitely well deserved this summer. Something they need to recharge and get back. And they're so good with our kids, and we take them for granted, I think. But this year was especially trying, and I'm glad they get to enjoy their summer. Hopefully this weather continues where they can be outside and enjoy it. So
I think it was an eye opener for a lot of parents.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think so too.
How much teachers do, and it's funny because when COVID first and when it shut down that first March, and going that that little bit of a springtime, and everybody was trying to figure out, and of course we had done e-learning, which is huge difference than virtual. There's a big difference between the two, and we were trying to figure out virtual and trying to figure it out, and everybody was trying to deal with it. And then all of a sudden, I think every parent realized how important teachers were.
Yeah.
I even saw like a Facebook meme where it said when schools open up, and it had a car pull up at the school, and the parents just threw the child out.
We'll see in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think that was a big eye opener. And of course, then we went virtual too. And for those, that was a blessing to offer for whatever comfortable, because everybody's been so, at different comfort levels, and you have to respect each other in that, Jason.
Yeah,
we know that. And so I thought that was, and I did set in with some of the virtual classrooms, and they were so impressive.
Yeah.
And the teachers, I mean, they ran it just so well, so yeah, hats off to all of them.
Absolutely. One thing going through this, I think we found out we can adapt, and we can change and do things a little bit different, which is good. And that's what you got to do. The world keeps moving along, days keep clicking off. So you've got to adapt, and you've got to be able to change with the ever changing world that we live in. So,
absolutely. And Jason, I know that, taking care of people, you're in that job, and that's important to you. And how awesome all 3 county schools, fed our children and made sure that nobody missed a beat on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hats off to all of those putting those meals together every day. And, from, I don't want to leave anybody out, but from the support staffs to the teachers, to the custodians, to the lunch ladies, to the volunteers, everybody, bus drivers, every one of them, I don't want to leave. If I've left, I apologize, because everybody was a team, and everybody said, what do we need to do?
Exactly. Yeah. It wasn't people turning jobs down or hiding or anything like that. They wanted to help, and it's always about the kids, and the teachers have such a special relationship and a love for our kids. And it really showed this past 12 to 18 months. It's been a trying time, but came through it, like I said. So it's a good thing.
And coaching, Jason, you've always been you've been a coach too, for many years too. And that's important too for our children to have that relationship with coaching. And we, whenever this first started happening, I had the governor's speech on every day, and there was somebody from his office, and I cannot remember the name because, how heard so many people talking, but they talked about like coaches and teachers and parents, and how much children need those people, and I know from role models, we need those people. And that was probably hard as a coach too, that was trying to keep up with your kids and everything.
Yeah, we lost our baseball season 2 years ago, or I guess it's been two seasons ago now. So something we'll never forget. We had such a great class, and it's going to be a really good team that year. But this year we were lucky enough to get it in, and didn't have any hiccups at all. Got all of our games in, but the kids need that. The kids need to get out and play the sports and be active and interact with other kids. And but it was a pretty special season, because you just take that for granted. It's always going to happen. And then 2 years ago, it didn't happen. So it's definitely something that we don't want to go through again. That's for sure. But a lot of these kids need a role model, or need something to go to be active in, to keep them out of trouble, or keep them busy and doing fun things. So that's what we try to do. So,
and I've always felt that, and I'm sure I know you have with your children too, because you've got 2 beautiful boys. And
thank you.
And I know that I've always, I'm right here with my children, just like you are too.
Yep.
But I always think it takes a village. And if it's that one coach or one person, one adult or somebody that can put one seed that I might have missed or something in their life, or be that person, I'm all so happy that that I feel blessed that we can have that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
The more the better.
Yeah.
Right?
The more the better. We had a great crowd for Birdie and Annie's graduation party this year. And just the amount of people that touch our kids' lives that you just take for granted, that you send them off to school and just go to school and come home, but there's relationships that are built, and it's pretty special. It really is. So I was glad to see that.
I think as parents we're thankful too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I think that we've on to that, and now we're celebrating and rejoicing with this fair. And I did get to talk to the Brady Amusements, and they said that it was a really rough year for them, of course, and they missed the people.
Yes.
They missed, and there were, and I said, well, you're in the entertainment business, and when you're not able to entertain and do what you do, it's very difficult.
It is.
And so they said we couldn't be any more tickled to be back.
Yeah, I bet. The number of people I saw up here last night, and I was talking to people. They said the crowd's been great all week. I'm sure the amusement park the rides are excited about that. The vendors and everybody making a little money, which it's good to see people putting money back in the community and back into the kids for sure.
Right, sure. And I think that's important. And Jason, you're probably like me. We only get like 1 foot, or not even that, and then you have to stop and talk to someone, and then you get you don't make it takes to even go around the circle.
Yeah,
it takes
it takes
2 or 3 hours just to even.
It takes a while
because we haven't seen as many people.
We had, like I said, all the agents were up here last night, and Missy, who one of our agents in our office, she was a little late getting to the booth, and she said she couldn't get here because everybody was talking. She had to talk to everybody.
So, what a great problem, right?
Yeah, that was her excuse at least. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, she might have been in that funnel cake line.
Yeah, she might have been in that funnel cake line. There you go.
That could have been true.
Just give her a hard time. But no, it's fun to see all the people and talk to a lot of people last night, and just a lot of smiles and a lot of people having a good time.
Yeah, I love that too, and I love to hear the sounds of it.
Yeah,
don't you?
Yeah, I do too. Yeah,
it's the sounds and the lights.
It was peaceful when I walked in here this morning. The crowd's not here obviously, and just the animals and the kids working with their animals, and it's kind of like being on a farm first thing in the morning when you're getting all your chores done. So it's pretty cool and peaceful, which is nice in this world that just keeps ticking off. You're always rushing.
Right.
So
amen to that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So it's kind of nice to walk up here this morning. It really was.
Usually there's like a rooster that usually gives it, usually I would compete with a rooster.
Yeah.
So I don't know, sometimes those roosters will get loose and they'll just be
Yeah.
And so I don't have that this morning, but I do love to hear the goat sounds and all the different, like you said, the activities going on. They're washing their animals, they're getting ready. There's so much that goes involved in it.
So much you don't see that goes into it.
Yeah. And of course, working, I said this yesterday, but this girl walked by with a pig, and it just walked right next to her. No leash, no nothing.
They've got them trained. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Brad Gilbert said I needed one. I need that in my life, Brad.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But Jason, tonight is wrestling.
Yes.
So let's hear. What do you know about wrestling? Okay, are you a John Cena, The Rock, or what are you?
I remember growing up when I was a kid. I used to stay up late on Saturday nights and watch WWE, and I forget what it was called, but Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan and all those guys, Andre the Giant and all those guys that back in the day, and used to drive my dad crazy. He's like, "Why do you watch that stuff?" But no, you kind of get in. It's coming back. It's a big deal. People really get into it these days. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. That's tonight. I didn't know that.
It's tonight.
Okay.
You got to smell what the Rock's cooking.
There you go. There you go.
So much fun. Yeah. Well, we actually, this has been a few years ago. Aspen, we had her birthday party, and they were coming to town, wrestlers, and I was trying to figure out what can you do for a birthday, and so we actually had her birthday out of wrestling. And I had all these little girls, and I didn't realize that they didn't realize that it wasn't all real.
Right. Okay? Right. Exactly.
So I had crying little girls. Things not to do. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, anyway, so I had to convince them that it wasn't, that was just, they didn't really hit as hard,
It's very, very, it looks real.
Yeah.
It looks real,
but
but it's, if you really watch it, it's kind of, maybe not as real as what we think.
Yeah, so that was a very interesting birthday party. A lot of little crying girls calling moms, telling them,
"This is fake."
Yes, we're going to be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, please trust me with your children.
That'd be cool. I've never been to a local wrestling match. That would probably be pretty cool.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and of course we had the wrestling cake and everything.
Sure.
And then we tried to show the girls like some wrestling moves, when we got back to the house. But anyway, we ended up. I do want to say for everybody. we all lived happily ever after. When we got home, we explained everything. We had a good time.
Yeah,
so.
it's a good time. So,
but anyway, that'll be it tonight. And of course, get out and support it. And I think there's actually, you can get some advancce tickets. Does it say anything about that? You can get a little closer to the ring. I think
it says limited number of ringside seats available on first admission. Adults $10, children 6 to 12 is $5. So pretty reasonable. And it's called MCIW Wrestling at 8 o'clock tonight here at the fair.
Okay, now are you one of those that get into it, Jason? Do you holler?
Not anymore. Okay. Now, when I was a kid, I probably did.
I will pay for your ticket tonight and sit by you
to watch me holler.
Yeah, I would love to watch you get right into it. Because I know you're very competitive.
I'm very competitive.
And I would love to see that.
Yeah,
that would be something.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people like to watch me get upset, and I don't know why I have that reputation, but I definitely do. So.
Well, yes, and, you've been our basketball guy and announcer, and of course. You've also filled in with football too, for football too. Mm-hmm. So we love to listen to you on the radio, and we can get a little fire. We get a little fired up. But I'm one of those that love the passion.
Yeah.
I like your passion, and I think you should, because when you are, announcing and you are the, for the teams. I like that you go to bat for our guys or gals or whoever. And you've done girls too. You've done a lot of announcing, and you've been actually one of those team players that if I've called and said I need an announcer, and you've been there. So
I appreciate that. I've enjoyed it.
Well, I appreciate
that
too.
No, I do. But we've done it for several years, and it's going to be different now. I'm not going to have any kids out there, Becky. I've had kids out there forever, so now we're going to be we're no Pepmeiers out there, so that might calm me down a little bit.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you still care about every one of them, and I think you'll still fire up.
I do.
Yep. And that's something that we love about that. And just when I'm going to laugh at Matt Abbott, he gets it right there with those girls, and he's very passionate about them too. And and the higher he gets, the actually, you won't understand him, but the girls are doing better.
Right.
I always tell people, when you can't understand him, that means
that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Matt's a good friend of mine, does an excellent job on the radio. And boy, he loves those girls. He loves doing games.
Yeah, he's so passionate about
he really
it.
is. Does a good
and
job.
I think you are too. And so it's so much fun. And of course, it will be different when you don't have a child out there.
Right.
But it'll be fun.
My blood pressure will probably be better, and I'll be more calm. But I don't know. We'll see.
About that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Something about that black and gold that you're alumni, and you want to see Salem do well, and we've had some blessings here recently with the girls' side, and hopefully some of the boys' side. I know we're going to have the football team should be very good this year. I think our football team is going to be very competitive, and Blair doing an excellent job. I know they're doing some summer stuff, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what the football team has.
And he had him running in the parade.
Did he really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get to go.
He had them run the parade.
Yeah. Did he run with him?
No, he was on a golf cart.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
He worked very well from his golf cart.
Yes, he did.
I want to say that. Yeah. No sweat at all up on him. The guys were all, I heard a lot of them saying, we ran the whole parade. And I think that hill there by Cheddar Depot, that's the one.
That's the one that gets him, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I think that was kind of a but the guys enjoyed it, and it was cute because right behind them was the cheerleaders on a that's why I was cheerleading.
Yeah,
that's why I was a cheerleader because we knew how to do it. We were on a float.
Smile and wave, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But anyway, so that was fun too. And then of course we're going to be having at Salem a new basketball coach has not been announced, but we'll find out, which is going to be exciting.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to who you guys decide to give that to, and a lot of local candidates I know we're interested, so it'll be interested to see what you guys do. We're going to another new coach. So that'll be good. That'll be good.
Somebody new to interview and to get to know too.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be exciting. And I tell you, hopefully we'll our facilities and our conference that we're in and we have a lot to offer over here. We really do.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll get the right person. And I know they're going through. I went over last week and watched some summer games, and the kids are playing well. And I tell you, I don't know how the kids do it. They do football, they do basketball, they do all kinds of stuff. Some of them are working and busy in summertime.
And they keep their grades up.
They do.
And that's something very important.
Absolutely.
And the academic, I'm so proud of them. It's impressive, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. It's impressive. And some of the stuff my kids were bringing home for homework, I don't know how they do it, but they seem to get through it and keep another feather in the cap to the teachers. They do a great job. They really do.
Yep. Jason, it's fun morning hanging out with you.
Well, thank you.
We've not actually been on the radio together for a little while.
For a long time.
Let's do this again. Yeah. And of course, I'm not Bubba, and I'm not going to throw anything. It was always fun, with you guys in basketball. You know what I mean? I always said he did kind of, maybe calm a little bit.
Yeah. Bubba's don't make him much. He and I have been doing the games for a while.
Oh
and
yeah.
He's a good guy. Really one of my really close friends. So he's done the radio for a long time. So no, he and a lot of people tell us they stay home just to listen to us on the radio.
Oh,
so.
I heard that all the time.
Yeah. So.
Or if they did go to the game, they'd bring the radio so they could hear you too.
Exactly.
Yeah. I said they're like a married couple.
Yeah, exactly. We get a little wound up. So a lot of fun.
It's wonderful. But I appreciate, all your dedication to the radio station. So real quick, and before we leave, what's your week? Are you going to be back up here? Is it maybe going to get to see Jason again?
Should be back up here a couple more nights. Yeah, I like to get up here and talk to people and just come out and see the animals. And should be back up here, and it's going to be over before we know it. So you got to get up here and enjoy it.
So fast. Yeah. Stop by your booth.
Stop by our booth and sign up for the goodies. And if we can ever help you with a quote or anything on the insurance side, just please let us know. It's obviously no obligation, and we take care of anybody from 16 years old to whatever age. We take care of everybody in our community. So don't ever think that we can't help you out. So if you're looking for somebody local, we'd love to be able to maybe help you out.
Right, and affordable too.
And affordable, yeah.
Definitely, come and talk and tell your needs and see where you go.
Absolutely, Becky, I appreciate you having me. I really do. And WSLM and Farm Bureau, big part of our community, and it's good to be a part of this. So I want you guys to know I appreciate it. I really do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to thank our sponsors: Walmart, Meadowview Healthcare Center, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Kentuckiana Cat and Core, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Ace Hardware, Groby's, Indiana Farm Bureau, and Days Company Realtors. And Groby's is going to be on with us tomorrow. We're going to find out. He said, we're so much more than just a rent.
Yeah.
A rent to own.
What a nice building.
I know. So we're going to find out about him. And Addison's back, the family farm. Addison's back at the station. So we're going to send you back there. Addison, thank you for all you do. I better give her a shout out.
Absolutely.
She's been with me all week.
Absolutely. She does a great job.
She does. So we'll send it back to her. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Becky, very much.
Bye.